A number of years ago, back in 1979, I was in a car accident. And as a result of it, I broke my neck, and I was very lucky because I can always still walk. But my neck was broken at the C67 area, which is where your thyroid gland is. And the thyroid gland, of course, affects all the hormones in your body. And I was actually misdiagnosed at the hospital, and so when I eventually had my surgery, I was wired out of alignment. And then roughly 5 years ago, I started getting this awful, horrible anxiety where I just kind of welled up within my whole being and felt awful. Just kind of like this whole over-encompassing, overwhelming tension and aggravation and just horrible feeling. And I did a lot of research, and I'd always been interested in health. And I knew, how important like exercise was for me with my back injury, like making me feel better, and because I'm very, I take good care of myself, and despite having the injury, and I know how to watch what I do. So I had done a lot of research into that, and I tried lots of different vitamins and different things, and always exercised. But I was still feeling this awful thing, this awful anxiety. And, sometimes my friends would say, oh, you should take something or whatever, but I really didn't want to because, I'm taking like 3 different types of thyroid medication now, or different dosages. It's really 2 types. And I didn't want to get into taking more of that. And I did also develop, probably around the same time, a problem with sleeping. I found this book that I had bought, I don't know, maybe 5, 10 years before, and I looked up anxiety. And in it, they mentioned the brain tuner, which I'd never heard anything about that, and they mentioned soda. So I did a lot of research online about it, and I found it fascinating, and it made a lot of sense to me, and just also to my way of thinking, it seemed like that the vibration would also help stimulate the kind of the flow or the energy to my brain. And so after doing a lot of research, I ordered my biotuner from Soda, and I ordered it directly from them, and I started using the product. So I used it solidly for the month, twice a day, and I'd say roughly, I really very, very quickly felt better. It was definitely within a week I started noticing that I was feeling better. So then after I'd use it for the month, then I kind of just like periodically used it. And now what happens is I will forget about using it after I've been consistently using it. And when I haven't used it for a while, I will start getting that awful anxiety feeling again. And then I'll start using it again, and I'm like, oh, I feel much better. About a month ago, I hadn't been using the biotuner for probably like 3 months, and I started to feel that awful anxiety again, and then I stopped being able to sleep. So then I've started using the biotuner again. I'll put it on, and when I'm feeling like tense, and a few minutes later I go, oh, okay, I feel better. And so it doesn't take that long for me to start feeling better. It's probably maybe when I'm consistently using it and I've been in my pattern. I'm not intending to go off of it, not use it for 3 months again. But I will just feel this like, relaxation. And the other thing that I should mention is what I notice is, along with not feeling the anxiety, I feel like I will be I'm thinking clearer, more clearly when I use it. When I've been doing the biotuner like regularly, I don't seem to need anything to sleep. This technology is just amazing. It's been over 2 years since I got the biotuner. When I experience anxiety, now I will get out my biotuner and use it. If Bob Beck were alive today, I'd look into his eyes. Oh, I probably would start crying and telling him how much I appreciate the research and everything that he did, and how amazing I find it that he developed the biotuner. Overall, I have a better feeling by knowing that I have the biotuner and I have a solution for those times when I am overwhelmed by this thing. I know I can go and I can just use the biotuner, which is so simple. It gives me a greater level of confidence for my overall brain health.